Hello aspirants. So in today's class we are going to talk about some terminologies related to tax. Okay. So first of all we are going to talk about tax burden and tax incidence. Now the tax burden is on that person, the one who is going to pay money from its pocket. So that is called tax burden. Okay. The one who is going to pay the money from its pocket. So it means tax burden. Okay. Now tax incidence means the person who has the responsibility to submit the tax to the concerned authority. Okay. So we can understand with this one example. For example, if I talk about direct tax, like income tax is the best example of direct tax. Okay. So suppose this is a person who is working in some firm or in any company. So this person is working in any company. Now when this person is working in any company, you know what is the significance is that he is getting some salary also. Yes or no? Now whatever salary he is getting, he has to pay the tax on that, he or she, whatever. So we have to be gender neutral in that. Okay. So this person has to pay tax that is on its salary. Okay. So ultimately if the person is earning 10 lakh rupees per annum and if suppose tax is 10%, so it means 1 lakh this person will give as a income tax. Now this, when he is paying 1 lakh, so it means tax burden of 1 lakh is on this person. Now on the same person, it is, you can say, the responsibility that this 1 lakh has to be submitted to the tax authority. So you can say tax incidence. So we can say that in the case of direct tax, tax burden and tax incidence is on same person. Okay, is on same person. So this is what you have to first remember. Clear? This is what you have to first remember. So I hope it is clear to you. Okay. Now moving further, if you see that there is a case of, you can say, we can understand with indirect tax also. Now the example of indirect tax is GST. Now for example, you went to any hotel or any cafe. Now you can take, you went to any McDonald's. So now when you went to any McDonald's, so you enjoyed some fast food, or you can say junk food. Okay. So ultimately when you are enjoying that junk food, okay, or food, any food of your choice, which we love most, so you pay GST on that. Okay. So ultimately the burden of GST is on you. The burden is on you. But you pay to whom? McDonald's. Or you can say the cafe owner. Okay. Okay. Now, whatever tax they have collected from you, it is their responsibility to give it or to submit this tax. Submit this tax to the tax authorities. So we can say in the case of indirect tax, the tax burden and incidence on different person. Okay. So tax burden and tax incidence is on different person. So this is what you have to understand. Okay. This is what you have to understand. So here tax incidence and burden is on different entities. Okay. Clear? So again I repeat it, the tax in case of the direct tax, burden and incidence is on same person. Whereas in the case of indirect tax, burden and incidence is on different person. So this is what you have to first understand. Clear? Now moving to another term. Now there is a term that is called as tax base. So when we talk about tax base, it means the items on which tax has to be imposed or tax is imposed. Okay, that is called tax base. So for example, income, if I talk about income, it is a part of tax base. Now income can also be divided into two: agriculture income, non-agriculture income. So if you see, government used to collect tax on non-agriculture income, but on agriculture income there is no tax. So we can say that agriculture income is not a part of tax base. So agriculture income is not a part of tax base. So this is what you have to first remember. Okay. Now we can have another example, like government imposed tax on, you can say, cryptocurrency. That is a part of, you can say, tax base. So government has broadened its tax base. Okay. Government has broadened its tax base. Clear? So here the government has broadened its tax base by imposing tax on cryptocurrency. Similarly, if you see that government has imposed equalization levy, Google tax, all these are an example of, you can say, broadening of tax base. Okay. Okay. All these are the examples of, you can say, broadening of tax base. So you can expect a question that how to broaden the tax base. So you have to answer me in comment section that how to broaden it. Clear? Next. Now similarly, we have another term that is known as tax holiday. Now this term is also known as tax shelter. Okay, tax shelter. Okay, this tax is also known as tax planning. So all the terms are same one. Okay, now when we are talking about any of these, so you can say that sometimes if you are working, so you know that in order to save tax, government used to give some schemes. For example, if you spend some part of your income in insurance policy, pension policies, or you can say similar schemes, government gives you the opportunity to save your tax. So for example, if I just take one example, that is hypothetical example. So for example, if you are earning 10 lakh and out of 10 lakh, if suppose you 1 lakh you spend on some pension policy, for example, new pension scheme. So if suppose you have not spent, then you have to pay a tax of 10% on 10 lakh. But now you spend on 1 lakh, so now you have to pay tax on only 9 lakh, and that is 10%. So ultimately earlier you were spending, or earlier you were giving how much? 1 lakh as a tax, but now you are giving only 90,000 as a tax. So government has given you tax benefit. Okay, tax benefit. Okay, or you can say given you a chance or opportunity to save your tax by investing in tax saving schemes like new pension scheme, which is a part of pension policy, insurance schemes, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, okay, Kisan Vikas Patra, all these are part of, you can say, tax saving schemes. So you know that those who are working, they used to look into these matters. But remember, this is the, you can say, this also known as tax avoidance. Okay, but this is a legal method. Okay, this is a legal method. So this is also called as tax avoidance, but it is a legal method that you have to remember. Clear? So this is a legal method to save the tax. Okay. Now, I'll again come to this term, but before I come, I'll just want to explain you tax evasion. What is tax evasion? Now, when we are talking about tax evasion, what does it mean? Now, in tax evasion, people are not paying tax, and that is an illegal method. So, for example, this tax evasion are usually done by those who are earning in cash. So, for example, if any person is earning money, so for example, 10 lakh, again we'll take 10 lakh. So, out of 10 lakh, 7 lakh a person is receiving in bank account, and 3 lakh a person is getting in cash. Now, whatever 3 lakh he is getting, so that person has a choice not to disclose this amount to the government, or you can say tax authorities. So, it means that person can pay only tax for 7 lakh or according as per 7 lakh. So, he is not paying tax for 3 lakh. So, this is called as tax evasion, and this is a illegal method. This is the illegal method. So, this is what you have to first remember. So, this method is regarded as illegal method. Okay, illegal method. So, this is regarded as illegal method. So, first thing that you have to remember. Okay. Next, if you see, whereas tax avoidance is a legal method. So, there is a difference. Okay. So, what we have covered here, that is tax holiday, tax shelter, tax planning or tax avoidance, all are same term. So, this is a legal method, whereas tax evasion is illegal method. Okay. Now, here I would like to say another thing, that those who are doing tax evasion, okay, so for what they are not paying, you can say taxes, so that money is now regarded as black money. And if authority found you with this black money, then you can either have heavy fine on you, or a person can go behind bars also, that is jail. Okay. So, anything can happen, that is as per the law. So, this is a illegal practice, wrong method, or you can say offense. Okay. But tax avoidance, tax planning, tax shelter or holiday, it is not an offense, it is a legal one. Okay. Now, moving further, now we have seen that some people go for, or some companies rather than say, go for aggressive tax planning, or you can say aggressive tax avoidance, by taking the advantage of legal loopholes. Okay. So, some companies go for aggressive tax planning or tax avoidance, and in order to stop that practice, you will see that Government of India set up one committee that is headed by Partha Sharthi Shom. So, committee name is Partha Sharthi Shom Committee. Clear? So, committee name is Partha Sharthi Shom Committee, and this committee has come out with rules, or you can say on the recommendation of this committee, government has come out with some rules, and that is known as General Anti-Avoidance Rules, which we called GAR. Clear? General Anti-Avoidance Rules. So, this is what you have to remember. Okay. This is what you have to remember. Clear? So, this is called GAR, General Anti-Avoidance Rules. Okay. So, here this is what you have to remember. Clear? Okay, this is about, you can say, GAR. Okay, now GAR can be your expected question in mains also. Clear? Now, some students don't know the difference between money laundering and, you can say, black money. So we have seen that black money is an outcome of tax evasion, whereas money laundering is an outcome of dirty money. So money laundering is a part of your security, and I am the faculty for economy. Okay, but still, just to connect you with the concept, I am telling you the logic here. Now, dirty money. Now, in money laundering, what you will see, that person is indulged in some illegal activity or illegal activity which is banned in India. So, for example, person is indulged in, you can say, in form of, you can say, animal trafficking. That is illegal activity. Sand mining or sand mafia. Okay, red sandalwood. Okay, so you know that movie, Pushpa movie. Okay, so ultimately illegal activity. Now, through this illegal activity, smuggling is also illegal. Okay, smuggling of any product, red sanders. Okay, Pushpa. Okay, so ultimately that illegal activity is responsible for generation of some income, and that income is known as dirty money. And when you are cleaning this dirty money, that is called as money laundering. Okay, money laundering. Okay, so this is what is money laundering. Okay, this is what is money laundering. But here in black money, you will see that a person is indulged in legal activity. So for example, if suppose a person is having cafe, so in that cafe, some are paying through online, that is Paytm and all these things, and some are paying in cash. No doubt, whatever is going through Paytm or online, that is going directly into the bank account. But whatever is going in cash, that authorities does not know. So for that amount, if suppose cafe owner does not disclose, so that money will become black money. So you can say that money under black money is generated from legal activity. But for that such amount, tax is not paid. Okay, tax is not paid. But here, if you see that money is generated to illegal activity. Clear? So this is about, you can say, our today's discussion. Okay, so I hope you learn some concept, and if you really learn, so please tell me in comment section, or you can contact me on my Instagram page, that is economy_Himanshu. So social media is a very small world, you can easily find me there. Okay, or if you have any doubt also, you can contact me or be in touch with me there. So we'll meet soon. Till then, Jai Hind and have a nice day.